Imagine this: when you're ready to end the day, you return home to a frightening unwanted addition to your household. What would you do? We'll give you an entire weird tale today, so make sure to keep watching the entire story and to subscribe for more. When Brisbane, Australia resident Susan Wheatley returned home one day, she discovered that something wasn't right with her kitchen. She was surprised to see an egg-like object hanging from her ceiling. While keeping a safe distance, Susan was able to capture a clear image of the object. She texted it to her friends and relatives to see if they could guess what it might be. Unfortunately, nobody was able to explain what it was to her. They cautioned her to exercise caution and to publish a picture of the egg to a popular Facebook group so that more people could see it. This kind of image is ideal for a viral post, and with hundreds of responses from all over the world, it immediately became popular. Everyone was quite interested in the egg. Many other theories on what it might be were posted in the comments. People were speculating on every conceivable outcome. Perhaps that is an alien egg. One user chimed in, and others said that it might be a wasp nest. A professional exterminator who was an authority on uninvited colonies of insects or other creatures in people's homes made one of the comments. The man asserted that he has encountered this type of egg more frequently. He advised Susan to wait until it had been taken out. The Facebook post's audience was now quite intrigued by the mystery. A real professional exterminator who cautions Susan against getting too close? What can be the reason behind this? Was she going to take a chance and take the egg out by herself? It can't really be that horrible, can it? Or, just to be sure, would she call a qualified exterminator to have a look? Susan made the latter choice. There was something wrong with the egg, and she made a call to an expert and extended an invitation. Susan noticed that the expert had come prepared when he first arrived. He had a lot of tools and stuff in his arms. He was ready to deal with almost anything. Unfortunately, he wasn't ready for what he would discover in the house. He would soon learn what the thing that resembled an egg was. It was unlike anything he had ever encountered in his lengthy career. Susan lived in a neighborhood that was notorious for its bugs and other pests, but she was most terrified of one particular thing. However, it wasn't a nest of hornets. There were no enormous hornets flying over her house, which relieved her of that concern. Not even a wasp nest, that is. And just when the exterminator utilizes a specific equipment that is essentially an extending stick, he's merely looking to see what creeps out. The egg's hollow inside is confirmed by the peculiar sound it makes when hit. It would be best if Susan wasn't around when he removed the egg because he would need to do so, and he still didn't know what was within. And while she heard the expert struggling ferociously to prise the egg from the ceiling from behind the door, he seemed to be engaged in some sort of war there. And just when Susan entered the space, approaching the exterminator and the egg with caution, the exterminator had made a startling discovery. He at last understood what the egg was. The specialist assured her that the egg was entirely safe, and when they realized what the egg had been, the two of them headed upstairs to the second floor to investigate. What if they came to more eggs or, worse yet, an egg that had been cracked and contained spiders? If that happened, she had no idea what she would do. The expert pointed to a location on the floor after ascending. They were directly above the area where the egg was suspended. When Susan peered down, she noticed some construction foam that had recently been painted over. The foam appeared to have disintegrated in several places, so he informed her that the foam had seeped down through a hole in the floor or ceiling. It had created an egg-like shape on the ceiling of the floor below by sticking to the surface.